Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Tony. Oh, and the finish! It's hit the upright. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Ansu Fati, has hogged the limelight since his debut, far more than some of his more illustrious peers. Someone seen as the next great thing in football, and from what I've seen, certainly from a tactical intelligence viewpoint, I think it's going to be hard to refute that.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And they've switched it over to the other side. He's gone for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And we have our very first corner. Knocks it out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, what has happened here? And he's done it! First blood drawn.
Gol. Convertido en el minuto 13. Número 11.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Now, he's got space here. Gay. The pass has gone astray. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Good ball, good take. He's onside. Oh, that's neat. And it's Ajnu. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ajnu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Omiya Ardija are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Very nicely done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Buonanotte, and that was nowhere near his best.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose... Ray!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Yes, ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Fati with the short one. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And the pass is intercepted. Gray. He's being urged to shoot. Gay. Now that is... he's going for goal! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Distributed tidily. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Dragushin. And here's Ansu Fati, looking to play him in. Hato gets into a good position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Driving forward. Bajcetic goes steaming forward. Over to the left. And he's certainly onside here. Great chance!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hato.
Omiya Ardija certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Bajcetic.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a good ball out wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get him away? The message is clear, none shall pass. Ashnu.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Lovely bit of skill. Chooses to go back. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Que los voluntarios de cada sección se presenten inmediatamente en la sala de personal. Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 28. Número 9. Entran número 27.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Omia Ardija can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hato did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well played, important challenge that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's in a great position here. Bajcetic. And he's searching through. Big chance! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Ajnu. Gay. Out towards the flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now who's going to be first to this? Bajcetic. Lovely, now then. And he's got the beat. He's tried one! Oh, it's come off the upright. Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Now it's Tony and Sufati. Gray. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ajnu. Gay. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And Sufati. Hato. Wriggles his way through. Bajcetic. Aimed beyond the defence. Hato kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's picked his way through. That's tidy. Shot, surely! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He is through here. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Hato to Ansu Fati. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Tony. Bajcetic. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Omiya Ardija really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Looking for options for movement. Showing good feet. It's a throw-in. Could try cutting inside here. Delivered in. And that has been cleared. Agume. Ajnu. And that is out of play. Oh, they could be caught out here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Dragusin. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Chance here to counter. Gray. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gray. To Gay. Into the last 5 minutes. He's got away.
Omiya Ardija really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Swung over. Now this could be a chance. Played out to the left flank. That is a crunching tackle.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Lovely feet. And he's had it nicked away. And Fati. That's a good run down the left. 2 minutes to be added on. That has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity, but at the same time they are what make the Bombonera so unique. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Ansu Fati, has hogged the limelight since his debut, far more than some of his more illustrious peers. Someone seen as the next great thing in football, and from what I've seen, certainly from a tactical intelligence viewpoint, I think it's going to be hard to refute that.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Buonanotte. Nice bit of trickery. And here's Tony, and he's lost his man here. Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. He gets big! Oh, he's hit the bar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
Gray. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Pressing high and with purpose. Gay goes steaming forward. Tony touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Gray. And here's Tony.
Ivan Toney really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shapes to shoot! It's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's bustling through here. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Buonanotte.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
El Paso Locomotive certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
No way through. Great chance! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the pass is intercepted. There's a sharp little ball here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ansu Fati. Hato. Gay. Some good work on the right flank here. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Gray. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Has a look up, so much time and the shot! It's in! And they're back in front! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gay. Can he get it through? He's looking wide. He's got away. Real chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Great vision. Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh no, what has happened here? Well, that has not gone well. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Gets into some space. Can he spark a counter here? Very nicely done. Now this could... Oh, shooting chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
That is good alertness. Buonanotte.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
To Gay. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's in a good position here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Gay. Shot, surely! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot on sight policy. It's just not working.
And we've reached half-time.
Omiya Ardija are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 88. Número 46.
And we're underway again.
Número 27. Entran número 15.
Ansu Fati.
Número 33. Número 30.
Buonanotte. And here's Tony. And it's Hato. Good running, strong and purposeful. Gray. Buonanotte looking understandably energised after his goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Tony. Foot in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hato. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gay.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a promising position. Nice control. Spread neatly. Hato. Buonanotte. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. Dragushin gets across to intercept that. Pass somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's managed to get free. Cross goes in there. Brilliantly cut out. Gay. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out to the left flank. Played into space out wide. Gay. And it's Hatto. Decent progress down the left. That's a little off target. Over to the left. Could try cutting inside here. Delivers with whip. And that should get the job done. Tony. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a threatening... There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Hatto. Now, can they get him away? He has found a way through. Takes a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Agume. Now it's Ansu Fati. Hatto calmly anticipates. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Hatto. Gray. To Gay. Agume. To Ansu Fati. Gray. To Ansu Fati. He's gone for goal! No, he's missed it.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Driving forward. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a goal kick. Gray. Agume. To Gay. And it's Gray. Agume. And Gray. Gay. He's found a way through. Can he get on the end of this? And he shoots!
Se van a jugar 2
Tony.
minutos de compensación.
Now, what about a counter-attack? To Ansu Fati. And that is out of play. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Gay. Aimed beyond the defence.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And there goes the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There really is no noise like Sao Paulo noise, no heat like Sao Paulo heat. A game here has always been something, and boy, this truly is something.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Short changes him with that pass. Sends it crossfield.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Ansu Fati, is one of the most talked about players we've seen in a while. He has the talent to play on either wing, but I'd say he's more devastating when he's on his favourite left side. More cut-ins, more shots, and ultimately a better end product.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Hato. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the cross comes in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Araujo has it out wide and in space. Chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Oh, what has happened here? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And he's going direct.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hoisted in. That's a decent clearance. He's looking wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Oh, good spread. Oh, easy pickings there.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
Buonanotte. And here's Ansu Fati.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Gay. Gray. More and more pressure on the ball here. Buonanotte. Now it's Tony. Can they get him away? Buonanotte. And he's had a hit. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
El Paso Locomotive really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Strong running down that left flank. Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gay. Chooses to go cross-field. Gay. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gray. Hato. To Gay. Now it's Tony. Now it's Tony. Oh, that's superb. Buonanotte! It's in! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Gol marcado pelo jogador aos 34 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador camisa 40.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, super find. He's in a great position here. Drilled in low.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Played in. It's a mighty effort!
Omiya Ardija truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Araujo. That's a good ball out wide. They get a throw in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Good ball, good take. And the finish! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's the keeper's ball. Gay. Nicely weighted ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Dragushin.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Gay. And it's Gray. Good take, and is he in? And a chance! And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, It's a game changer.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 21. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 29.
And the second half gets underway.
Omiya Ardija really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's managed to gift it back. Looking for the run. Buonanotte. Now this could be a chance. He's on it, can he get away? Shifted it to the flank. And that's going right the way across. That is lovely. Can he get it through? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Tony. It's just beyond his reach. And that is as far as they're going to go. That has been slung wide. He's got away, and he lines up he's got tall! No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Gay.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Knocks it into space. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Buonanotte. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's not got that quite right. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He won't be happy with that one. Gay. And here's Ansu Fati, looking for options for movement. Ball swung in.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And the shot! Well taken goal. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, how's that for a class finish?
E o gol! Aos 23 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Back into the middle. Now it's Buonanotte. The pass has gone astray. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Spread it left. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to belt it away. Nicely spread. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out to the left flank. Well, that has not gone well. And it's made its way to him. Half an hour gone in the second half. And they're quick to get it back. He is just caressing the ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lofted it. Big header! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Over to the left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Ardija really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Agume. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gray has created one goal already. Ansu Fati just eases him off the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Omia Ardija truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Ansu Fati, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo, he is through here. This looks promising. That's the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct...